All right, shalom. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharachah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at a great millstone that do well. And I'd like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect and 1/3, and Lords of this video will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharachah Kodash. All right, and just give me a moment. I want to make sure the audio and video is good. All right, the Wadi Abashim Shai. I could take myself off the screen. Okay, and as the title reads, or in their foreheads, and then I have right here, Motb. So pretty much this is going to be a quick lesson, okay, and more evidence, all right, and more signs of the times that we are living in. Okay, if you haven't noticed yet, everything is rolling according to plan, and they are framing mischief, all right, by law, which ultimately they're framing prophecy by law. Okay, everything that has been revealed to us, all right, through the Holy Spirit, which we can actually get real quick. First John. Before we dive into this, all right, and I want to say shalom, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Kakadash, Barakatam, to you brothers and you few sincere sisters, shalom to you. All right. Majority of you are definitely aware of this, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to bring it out when more of it's being revealed. Okay. Even by Esau, Edom. Now this is real quick. 1 John 2 and 21. 1 John 2 and 20. It says, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. So we have through the Holy Spirit, all right, with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, we now know all the things we need to know, okay, according to prophecy, according to the times that we are in, all right, meaning the signs and the times, not the specific time, hour, a day, but the Bible does speak about a specific time, hour, a day where destruction will come. But we've been given the signs to know, all right, that we are near. And this is why Yahweh Shai said is even at the door. So I just want to grab this real quick. I, woke up this morning and I usually check Daily Mail, RT News, and things like that. And this came right up. Okay, this popped right up. And this is why I titled it In Their Foreheads, because we go into about how it's going to be used for buying and selling. All right. Revelations 13. We're all familiar with it. OK, there are certain prophecies, just like how this is referred to as the Lord's song, just like your favorite song. There are certain parts in a song that you may sing, all right, or know word for word more than the rest of the song, just like there are certain prophecies that you know word for word more than others, all right? And we're in that time, okay? We're actually in the time of, these specific prophecies, and we're going to keep bringing it out until it comes to pass, okay? And ultimately, why? Because then they shall know a prophet has been among them. So real quick, I just want to get this vision, okay? And I want to show some articles, all right? We have the scriptures, which we will read, but I want to show you these articles real quick, and then I want the precept of he frameth mischief. Hey, Shalom, we got next, Mac. If you could, Baba Kashaw, if you're able to, if you're not, it's fine. I'll get it. But while I'm reading this, if you could, brother, can you post that he frameth mischief by law? If not, I'll grab it. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision, see the prophecy. All right, each prophet. All right, when you look at the majority of the prophets, such as Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, John, the Revelator, when you look at there are prophecies that are interchangeable with one another, and they've gotten that same prophecy, okay, and just in a vision, okay? So when we speak about the end time, the destruction of Babylon, John saw it, Jeremiah saw it, Isaiah saw it, the second coming, Jude, and so on. These men, all right, have been given this vision, all right, and we're reading the vision now before it manifests, before it comes to pass, see? So this is, it says Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision, for this prophecy, which we can read this in a translation. It's beautiful as well. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. So when we speak about the Motb, you have to understand that for this to be implemented, there are policies, legalities, laws, things of that nature that have to come to pass in order for this to be forced. All right. Remember, Esau, he gets his power, yes, through Yahweh Bashim Shai, but on earth, all right, in the sight of men, He does it through his laws, litigations, violations, regulations, okay, in that authority, his standing government, okay, like right now, your money, your monetary system, the mere fact of money. The reason why you use money today is because of two things: by policy and force. So once he puts something down on paper as policy or an executive order, like I'm ordering you to do this, then he has the so-called legal right to enforce it. So what we're witnessing is the building blocks, or the stages, that the necessary stages that have to take place on a legal level to where you can't opt out of this. Okay, this is what's taking place. So let me just show you a couple of these. So this came up. All right, I don't want to say the word, but you brothers can see it. See, this is why John said in their foreheads. Okay, in their foreheads, right? And I'll probably grab that. Let's put a frame. Let's put mischief by law. Just want to pull that up real quick. This is Psalms 94:20. So it says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? See, he frames mischief by law, but ultimately prophecy. Okay, he frames mischief and wickedness, unrighteous decrees. Yes, absolutely. Is the Motb an unrighteous decree? Absolutely. And let's grab that, Isaiah 10. It is an unrighteous decree, but he's still putting it down on paper. Okay, he's still putting it down on paper. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Now, I'm just curious. Let's look at the translation. Okay, let's see. Right here, look at this. Woe to those who make unjust laws. Now, look at this. Now, real quick, what do we want? We want, keep going right here. Check this out. Okay, look at this. It says Executive Order 14067, signed by the Babylon king himself, right? Giving the ruling class the power to create. Okay, they're setting up the platform. Okay, by law. Okay, this is the end game. See, this is the end game. All right. If you don't know what a central bank is, a central bank is what you would also call a Federal Reserve. Okay, who is the central bank of the world? We're gonna have to get Rev 3. See, we're gonna have to get Revelations 3, because what this is going to show you is how he causes the world. This is how it's going to happen to the world. Okay, the U.S. Federal Reserve is one of the most powerful central banks in the world. The European Central Bank oversees the policies of the Eurozone. What's the European? The EU, the NATO, the beast. What is it? The mark of the, see, the beast. It behooves you to understand the beast. All right. You understand how this is Babylon. You understand how it's the whore, but you have to also understand the beast. All right. Which is now coined as NATO. All right. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or in biblical prophecy, the beast. See, other notable central banks include the Bank of England, the Bank of Japan, right? This is why it's going to be the world. The Swiss National Bank, the Bank of the Swiss National Bank secretly moved all of its gold, quote unquote, because of construction and renovation. How convenient. The Bank of Canada, the Reserve Banks, Australia, and New Zealand. See, so the world's monetary system, for the most part, for the majority, is ruled by central banks. And one of the top ones is the U.S. Federal Reserve. And then you got what? Central bank digital currency rolling out, coming in December. Okay. And who's put that? Who framed this decree? Who put this order in? Okay. The king of Babylon. You see, under what you call a executive order. So everything is being laid out for what John saw. Remember, he said he's seen in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay. So he saw people buying and selling, and he also saw it in their forehead. Look, but what's behind your forehead? Your brain. Okay. Brain, bink, bink, could let lawyers scan years of material in a fraction of time. And guess what? That's a movie. I watched this. This movie came out in 1995. It's called Johnny Mnemonic, which mnemonic, which almost looks like demonic. Mnemonic goes into your memory. Okay, so they had AI technology installed within them so that they could hold more data or memory than the human brain can right now. Okay, but he only could do that through the MOTB. Okay, through the MOTB. This guy plugged a Sony headphones behind his ear, man. Okay, see, look right here. See, I'm not lying. Look right here. Oh, there's the metaverse. See, it's all here. Okay, look at this. This is the dystopia of what Esau wants for the future. Okay, and the Matrix shows you what the future would be like under Esau's rulership: dark, gray, technical, AI technology. You know, just completely far from Yahweh Bashim Shai. And look at this. It says, "Meet the ultimate hard drive." See. Now, I can't remember if he was a lawyer, John. I mean, let's put is a lawyer. Let's just see real quick. Let's go here. I'm just curious. Says in his directorial debut, Longo's lawyer suggests. Oh, okay. I thought it was saying he was a lawyer. I was just curious because I haven't seen it in a while, but I just wanted to see. You know, sometimes we use Google. So this movie right here is depicting which they had in 1995. This is depicting what they're having right now. Now, this is in talks in London, okay? So see, all around the world, all right? All around the world. Now, real quick, let's get Rev 3, and let's prove how it's going to be causes the world, okay? This is proven to you how he causes the world. This is that great hour, all right? This is that great hour. This is Revelations 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and that's a heavy thing because with everything that's going on, doors are going to be shut. Requirements are going to be enforced. The dragon's going to be speaking legality. All right. I did a lesson on, it's called The Darkest Hour. I believe it's on Tubi. And the movie shows you how the woman walks into the store and he said, look, I can't accept that no more. I had to go by this system in order to stay open. So people, because they want to keep going along with the get along, they're going to have to conform just like they did a couple of years ago, which we should know what's going on. They had to conform to the new regulations. See? So coming soon, they're going to have to conform to these regulations. All right? They're going to conform to these regulations, you see? And it's going to take place because who owns, all right, the movers, shakers, and pushers when it comes to money? Esau ultimately has world dominance when it comes to currency, all right? This is why now the central banks that control currency through fiat currencies such as physical tender, legal tender as bank notes or Federal Reserve notes, that will soon change to federal currency, okay? Federal currency or digital, all right? And then where will it be stored? In your right hand or in your forehead, see? And these are how payments, purchases, and things of that nature will be made in the near and dear future. And he has control over these institutes and laws to frame these decrees or like we said, unjust laws, because he has unjust weights, the money to do so, you see? So it's all coming out as we speak. So let's keep going. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So people are going to be tempted to go along with this so they can continue in this system. That's why I say they that worship the image and the beast, will be in the lake of fire, because businesses, okay, institutions, cities, states, countries will have to formulate under this new regime, or it says in Job, this enterprise, so they can continue to go on. All right, because right now, the world is ruled by the dollar, meaning you can't do anything without funding, building, infrastructures, war, excavating, construction, anything that you are trying to do and you need material form, okay? It costs money, all right? You need money to buy things, okay? You can't just go out and have this shipped here or have this made there. You need money behind it. So now when they say, well, this is the money, just like the dollar, let's just do a fun let's do this. And well, I know when it is, but I'm going to see how I word it. When did the U.S. currency? Let's see. When did the U.S. currency? What do I want? Became world. Yeah, how U.S. dollar became world currency. See, the U.S. dollar became world currency, I believe, under Nixon and the Saudi Arabia deal after the Federal Reserve Act. Let's see. Why the U.S. dollar is world currency. In 1944, the U.S. dollar became the global or world currency. See? In 1944, then in 1945, Esau made fire come down from heaven, which you know as the atomic bomb, or bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay? So that put the world in great fear. And then by military force, Saudi Arabia started accepting the U.S. dollar for buying oil, and then the rest of the world had to conform to the U.S. dollar so that they could get oil as well. See how Esau does? Okay, he forced the world. That's why it's called fiat. Let me show you what fiat means. Okay, what is it? F-I-A-T? Fiat. Let's see. Fiat currency. Fiat money is currency backed by the government. See, it's backed by the government. All right. So how did they get the world to accept this currency? Well, through acts of war. Okay. So we are witnessing the causing or the force taking place. All right. And everybody is on board. Okay. The whore and the beast. All right. You see the executive orders being laid out. All right. You see the central banks, who controls them. You see in the legal status, the public defenders and lawyers, the lawyers, the bond lawyers, right? You see them in talks, right? You see it being shown in movies before time. And now you have who? You have the world, the beast, the world economic. This is how he's going to cause the world economic. Okay. World Economic Forum pushes facial recognition technology. See? So it's all being played out. And they want to put this in schools so that AI technology can monitor the children, all right, as they're learning, so they can be brainwashed without interruptions. And then it could get so much to where if they buck up, they could send a couple shock waves to you, through your. So let's go back. Revelations 3:10, it says, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. How can it come upon all the world? Well, you have something called central banks. And the central banks are all throughout the world, and they control the world's currency. See? And then you have something called the World Economic Forum and the world, if not but who, the World Health. See? So he has it all locked and key. All right. He has dominion over the world. And this is why it says in Job 9. All right. Job 9:24. Snag that really, really fast. Okay. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the wicked has everything across the board or across the globe under his grasp, from money, health, welfare. All right. Currency. Okay. He has it all controlled. This is why it's called world economic or world health. See, because he has those two institutes alone is Rev 13, from buying and selling and causing small and great. All right. And it says he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Who? The who? If not, then who? You see. All right. The who is in place and the world economic is in place. So everything is lining up perfectly for the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And I'd like to get this for edification, just to shed light on this. If you did not know, okay, Revelations 3:10, what is that hour? Okay, because you still have people starting. You got even Christians that know the Motb, man. You got people that ain't even in the truth that know what this is. And then you have false prophets, false teachers and leaders teaching our people that the mark of the beast ain't what we know it to be, when clearly it is. I mean, the evidence is overwhelming. The evidence is overwhelming. But let me show you this. When you go into this word try, because people are going to be tried, but how are they going to be tried? How are people going to be tried in this great hour? All right. There's going to be a time in existence where life as you know it will change and you will have to make a decision. Okay. So when you go into the word try, like, hey, I'm going to try you. All right. How are you going to try me? When you go into the word try, it means periazo, right? Which it means to try whether a thing can be done, to attempt, right? To make a trial or to test, purpose, right? See, to test one's faith. See, the temptation of the devil, okay, Esau. But then when you go a step further to the origins or the etymology of this word try, this is what the word comes from. Okay, it can't get any plainer than that. Through the idea of piercing. See, and this will be pierced inside of you. All right, to make you a smart. You see, so right here is showing you, and it's in plain sight. It's even in the blue letter. Okay, so this great hour of temptation, you will be tempted through the idea of you being pierced with technology, what we know to be the Motb. But people will be tried because what? The love of money is the root of all evil, and they're gonna need that money. They're gonna need that currency so they can keep going along and getting along. See? So just like how the world was tempted to accept U.S. currency, well, that's about to come again, but on a whole different scale, okay? And it's going to be under his new world order, all right? And this is also referred to in the scriptures as his enterprise. And a lot of people, millions, all right, billions of people are going to fall for this. Job 5:12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Their enterprise is their envision, their wisdom of how they want a new world to be established. And they want it on a technology, AI, digital currency level to control everything from movement, what you buy, everything. This is his step to become godlike, knowing where you are, when you are, who you are, where you at, where you going, telling you where to go, and controlling that with a push of a button. This is the last attempt of a carnal God rulership, okay? And he's locking everything down, even including you and your mind and your body, all right? So it's all here. Everything is laid out right in front of us, and now we're seeing the legal aspect of it, okay? We're seeing the legal aspect taking place. See? Legally. All right. So I just want to do that real quick lesson. I pray that it was edifying, all right, and comforting and exhorting, all right. And this is good news because we need this mandatory to come before the destruction. So it makes sense why you're hearing of rumors of war and threats of war, because the destruction of that third war, that third woe, will not commence until the mandatory mark. Okay. So these are the necessary steps, all right, so we can get salvation. So, hey, we're in the time. The Yahushua said it is at the door. So we are truly witnessing it. So I just want to do a real quick lesson on it. I wanted to just show you the articles and information, also filtered through the scriptures first and foremost. Okay, and Esau Edom is making his move. Okay, to get ready to attempt world domination. All right, with his technology. You see? So I'd like to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha, Ruchak, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.